So if you're dealing with a narcissist or a toxic person and you get ready to leave them and they say something like this, hey, so you're not going to fight for us? You're just going to give up that easily? Ask them a question back. Who are you supposed to be fighting against? How do you fight for a relationship with someone that is treating you so terribly? What does that fighting entail? What does fighting for the relationship look like? Especially if all the behaviors are coming from the other person. Like if they're cheating on you, if they're lying to you, if they're manipulating you, if they're, physically or emotionally abusing you. Typically, when somebody says, so you're not going to fight for us, you're going to stay and fight. You need to stay and fight for this relationship. How are you supposed to fight for a relationship? That means you just need to forgive that person for treating you terribly. That means you're fighting. You're either going to be fighting against them to change their behaviors, or you're going to be fighting against yourself to accept their behaviors as is. Because the more you forgive a narcissist or a toxic person, the worse it gets, I promise. Fighting for the relationship, you end up fighting against yourself and losing yourself. What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. I am self-aware, diagnosed narcissist Lee Hammock, and I use my platform on social media to raise awareness for NPD, get more people into therapy, and also validate the victims and survivors of said disorder. This series is dedicated to making my TikToks and YouTube shorts longer. They are 60 seconds or less. This is going to be a lot longer than 60 seconds. I can guarantee you that, because you're already a minute and a half in. The TikTok you just watched was entitled Fighting for a Relationship with a Narcissist. How do you fight for a relationship with a narcissist? What does that mean? Like, seriously, what does that mean? If somebody is treating you terribly, if somebody is just treating you like dirt, cheating on you, stealing money from you, hiding money from you, treating your kids terribly, isolating you away from your friends and your family, making you feel worthless, yelling at you, screaming at you, raging out on you. Like, how do you fight for that relationship right there? I'll give you a couple seconds to think. Pause the video to answer that question if you need to. Are you going to fight for us? You don't want to stay and fight for us? How the hell? Yeah, I get seriously upset with how easy it is for some people to manipulate y'all back into a relationship. That frustrates the hell out of me. Like, it's unbelievable. What does that even mean? Like, you want to fight for this relationship? You're going to stay and fight? How do you fight for a relationship, y'all? How do you fight for a relationship with somebody that's treating you terribly, cheating on you, beating on you, doing the most heinous things to you? And then you know what? You stay, what it means to me to fight for a relationship with a toxic person means you're just overall forgiving them for everything they put you through and everything that they will put you through. You give in because you feel sorry for them. They're crying, they're begging, they're pleading. To hell with them. Like, I wanted to say F them, but I'm just trying to keep it, because YouTube be stifling my stuff if I cuss. I want to say F them. Like, what is it, y'all? I know the trauma bond exists, but what are you getting from a relationship where somebody is treating you terribly? Like, I've heard stories before where people have been cheated on hundreds of times. Hundreds. But they stay and fight for the relationship. Who are you fighting against? When you fight for something, look, I'm fighting right now. Does it look like I'm fighting myself? No, if I'm fighting somebody else. So if you're fighting for a relationship, that means you're fighting against something else or someone else. The person that is treating you terribly. What is the gain from this relationship, y'all? What are you benefiting from this? I hear so many stories just like, oh, well, I fight. If I don't fight for it, I just feel like they're going to treat the next person better. So what? So what if they treat the next person better? How are they treating you? What are you tolerating? Has it gotten better over the last 10 years? No. So who cares if they treat the next person better? Do they actually have, like, they're treating you so terribly right now. How hard do they actually have to work to treat the next person better? How hard? They can give the next person the bare minimum and it will be better than what they are giving to you. So you're fighting for less than the bare minimum. You're fighting to stay down. You're fighting to stay unhappy. You're not fighting for happiness. That person ain't making you happy. The only person that can make you happy on this planet is yourself. And that's just it. Money can't make you happy. Other people can't make you happy. Other people can do the same. Like, other people don't have the ability to make you happy, because how you perceive the things that they are doing to you that's how you get happiness. Like, if I give a homeless person $100, that's happiness to them. They perceive that it's happiness. Like, this money is happiness to them. Like, I had 0, now I got 100. But if I give a rich person $100, they look at that and think, huh, what is this? The same things don't make people happy. It's how you perceive what is given to you that makes you happy. And that is fire. Oh my goodness. Oh, let me walk off and come back. Let me come back. Whoa, I just made it up. I gotta get over the guy right there, y'all. How you perceive someone else's actions determines how happy you will feel from that. I had the light turned up on my face, sorry, y'all. But that's how you perceive that, y'all. That other person in your life is not making you happy. The only person that can make you happy is yourself. They're actually taking away from your happiness. They're actually drowning you from happiness. They're keeping you away from it. They're holding you back away from happiness by the collar, sometimes by the throat. How do you fight? How are you fighting? What are you fighting? Who are you fighting against? You're fighting when somebody says you fight. You're not gonna fight for us after you treated us terribly. After you treated me terribly. After I treated you terribly. You know you're not so innocent here. We've both made mistakes. You're partly to blame for me cheating on you. You're partly to blame for me beating you up. You're partly to blame for me stealing from you. You're partly to blame for everything that has happened to you. You're partly to blame for that. Like, goodness gracious, they be blowing my damn mind. Come on, y'all. I be wanting y'all to win. I see all these channels out here making videos about me telling he just gets supply from this, boo, 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 boo. So the hell what I get from this if I'm helping thousands of people? Thousands! Thousands! But I hurt one little person's feelings, I hurt your feelings, you perceive me. So whenever I see a video of somebody asking, somebody so-and-so asked my opinion of somebody else, why are y'all looking for somebody else's opinion? Y'all let so many people sway your opinions. That's why you get victimized. You let the person you in a relationship with sway your opinion on how you're supposed to feel. Stop that. Stop letting other people's opinions of somebody else or yourself affect how you think about something. That movie I just watched was terrible. Don't go see it. So you don't go see that movie because somebody else said it was terrible. But you just happen to watch the movie on your own. It come on TV a few months later. Guess what? You love the movie. You would have watched the movie earlier if you would have let somebody else sway your opinion. Have your own opinions. Don't let somebody sway your opinion because they feel a certain type of way about something because somebody's doing something better than them. Like, look, that's for a whole nother video, y'all. That's for a whole nother video. But take back your power and stand in your truth. Y'all gotta fire up. Fight yourself. Fight the urge to go back to this toxicity. That's what you need to fight. You're not going to fight for us? No, I'm not going to fight for us. I'm going to fight for me. I'm going to fight for my own mental health, my own power, my own strength. That's what you need to fight for. Me, personally, I'm fighting against myself every single day. I have narcissistic personality disorder. This stuff doesn't go away. It doesn't vanish. It doesn't dissipate. It doesn't float off into thin air. I have to get up every single day and fight my thought processes. Fight them. Fight them. So if I can fight a personality disorder, you can fight some codependency. You can fight it. You can win if you want to. Some people, put it to the truth, some people don't want to win. Some people come watch my videos and look for reasons to stay. Don't use me as a beacon of hope to stay in a toxic ass relationship where you're getting treated terribly. Do not do that. I keep telling people constantly, don't do that. I see people just like, well, Lee, you tell everybody else to leave their relationship, but you convinced your wife to stay. I didn't convince her to stay. She stays on her own merit. Because she has self-love and self-appreciation. She doesn't need me to validate her 24/7. She doesn't need. Does she enjoy when I validate her? Yes, she enjoys when I validate her. When we work together, we team up, we partner up, we do stuff together. We build stuff together. She doesn't need me to validate her. I didn't convince her that you tell everybody else to leave, but I don't tell people to leave. If you're getting your ass beat, leave. That's what I say. I can't tell you to leave. You have to tell yourself to leave. Please stop misconstruing my message and trying to make me seem like a villain. Y'all see the word narcissist and automatically think villain. And I'm out here in my shed, y'all. This is not the attic. This is my little shed to get out the house to record videos when I know I'm going to be yelling and get hype. And today is my daughter's first birthday. So I'm doing this video and I'm going to celebrate her little birthday with her. It's been a whole year since she's been born and been a terror and been a menace to my house. But yeah, y'all, what are you fighting for? What are you really fighting for? What's more important? You or them? They're crying, they're begging, they're pleading, they're snot running from their nose. Who cares? Get them a damn bib, wipe their nose, and tell them to get the hell out. Take back your power. Like, seriously, if that person is not going to get serious help, if that person is not willing to work on their issues, not willing to hear your voice, not willing to understand how they hurt you, then what's the point? What are you gaining? What are you gaining? This is not me telling you to leave. This is me asking you some leading questions. What are you gaining? What's the benefit? Do a cost-benefit analysis. Do a pro-cons list. What are you gaining? You're losing a lot of friends and family because the longer you stay in a toxic relationship, the more your friends and family are going to leave you alone because they don't want to hear it no more. They want to hear every time y'all go out and your significant other is blowing your phone up, asking you where you are, asking when you coming home. Don't want to watch the kids for a long extended period of time. Your friends don't invite you out no more because they don't want to hear it over and over again. Hey, don't invite them out again because they're going to be complaining. They're going to be on their phone the whole time. They're going to be whining, and they're going to kill the mood, kill the energy. Don't invite them out no more. If you invite them, I'm not coming. Boom. Now you eliminated from the friend group. Hey, don't invite them to the family reunion. Don't invite them to Thanksgiving because they know how they get to argue and they don't want to be around us. Now your family's isolating you. Your kids grow up and don't come back. They go to college in a different country or across the country to get away from your ass because they don't want to see their mom or dad getting tortured or getting terrorized. So again, what are you fighting for? Seriously. Fighting for a relationship with a narcissist. What does that mean? That means you're giving up your own freedom, your own truth, you're giving into them. That's all that means. So, stand in your truth, take back your power, like and subscribe for more, turn on your notifications because mental illness is out. Peace.